everybody from Ashland High School. It's Ashland High School Varsity Sports on Ashland Television. Tonight, WACA-TV, in association with the Ashland Public Schools and the Tri-Valley League, presents boys varsity basketball with the Ashland High School Clockers hosting the Norton High School Lancers. Bob Thacker and Phil Moracy, along with Paul Bowden, Dan Baker, and it looks like Ian Mazzoni and maybe Adam Halpern, bringing you tonight's game being played on January 31st, 2012. And Phil, we're playing the TVL leaders tonight.
They are. They're 10-2 and 10-4 overall. They're only two non-league losses came to Martha's Vineyard.
I noticed they played those back-to-back some night, huh?
Yeah.
You think they went to the islands?
They went to the island. I talked to Coach before the game. He says we are going to be island-free the rest of our lives.
They didn't like it.
They didn't like it.
Too much. It can be fun if the parents go down and stay overnight and they put the kids up and everything somewhere. Or?
I don't know what they did. We didn't get into that, but.
Or maybe they played in the morning and again in the afternoon.
Yeah, probably. He didn't have a nice experience, I know that.
Yeah.
So, but he's a great coach.
It sounds better than it is sometimes.
Yeah, well.
Of course, they lost them both. I think that was
right.
Part of the fun.
Yeah.
That could sour your experience right there.
We don't want to go back.
They got 2 league losses, Phil, and I should have asked, but I forgot to ask who they lost to. I don't know if the DS Raiders beat them, Westwood. Somebody upended them. They've been beaten twice this season. Yeah. Medfield maybe. Ashland comes in on a streak, Phil. I think they've won their last 3. I think they had fallen to 5 and 6. And I'm thinking now they're 8 and 6. Does that sound right?
That sounds right. They got a little problem though tonight. We're without the big guy tonight. Shane's Pasquantonio's out ill, so
that's going to be a test.
Yes, it will.
And I guess
because Norton looks a little big.
And now, are we going to have? Yes, we are. Star Spangled Banner. Player to watch for the Lancers, number 21, Steve Burrell. Supposed to be quite a shooter and quite a player. We'll keep an eye on him. He's playing guard. I wonder if he'll go up against Tim Jewett tonight, or if the coach will, the coaches will separate them on defense.
I don't think he's starting though.
Let's see.
I don't have him as a starter.
Casey Rabb, the senior.
Yes, you do. He is out there, yeah.
Casey Rabb is going to jump it up. It looks like, Phil, he's wearing 25.
Yeah.
Jewett is 20. Joey Burns is 14. Alex Christensen getting the start tonight with Pasquantonio out. Alex wears 23. And Bo Brzezinski is number 3. The Panthers control, the Lancers, I should say. They're in purple. The Clockers in their home white. And we're just underway at Ashland High School. Point guard seems to be Paul Murphy. He's 1. Popping out is Colin Feeney, number 4, and 2-0 Lancers.
Dan Refuge.
Tim Jewett bringing it up. With Shane out, he's got a huge scoring responsibility tonight, even more than normal. Him and Shane.
That was great hustle by Alex on that one. Almost had that offensive rebound, just touched the line.
I had to get the offensive rebound. The ball rolled right to me.
Oh.
2-0. Clockers trail 2.
We got Bo covering Steve Burrow over there.
I started to say before I had to retrieve the ball, you know, Tim and what a block by Rabb. You know, Tim and Shane share the scoring, and with Shane out, you know, they score about 75% of the points. With Shane out, we'll see how Tim and the rest of the team reacts. Maybe Joey Burns has to step it up, and maybe Casey Rabb has to do some scoring tonight. Tim lost his footing, and it didn't look too pleasant.
Oh, that was a foul on Dan Refuge.
Tim went down kind of hard, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Back rim. Casey Rabb again, asserting himself. Casey's been starting almost all of the games, but usually comes out a few minutes after the game starts. He's inside, blocked and swatted away. Wow. Point guard takes it himself, Paul Murphy. Colin Feeney, very tough defensively. Number 4. He's just planting himself in the lane, Phil.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Tim from the outside. Those have to start going or Ashland's going to be in trouble. Off a clocker? Yep. Purple ball.
2 good shots by Tim.
Yeah, I mean...
They're not bad. I mean, they weren't bad shots.
No. He's forcing just a little, I guess you'd have to say.
Yeah,
but
just gotta get
doesn't really have a choice.
Got to get in his rhythm.
Here's the boy we were talking about, Burrell.
Yeah.
You can see what makes him effective. Inside, beautiful pass.
Yeah. Basket
Dan
by
Refuse finishes it. Who made that pass? Zach Ruby.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good court presence, I guess you'd have to say, Phil.
Yeah.
Joey in the paint. Little jumper.
Drop it down, drop it down, drop it down.
Doesn't hit anything. They go to the mat. Who's got it?
It's going to be...
Is it a jump?
Lance a ball. Off Jewett.
On the arrow?
No.
Must have been. Oh, one out?
Yeah, off his body.
Murphy got it by Jewett. They thread it in. Oh, he's got good position, but pretty good defense by a combination of Burns and Rabb. Long shot doesn't go. Burrell, no. Murphy tracks it down. Feeney lost it. Feeney gets it to Refuse. Was he trying to tip that one, Phil, or palm it, or what was he trying to do? He was putting it back.
Yeah, he was trying to dump it down to Feeney, but
Feeney got fouled. I don't know if Feeney was trying to tip it in or shoot it in.
Fouled by Tim Jewett.
Norton playing with a lot of confidence, Phil, and why not?
Yeah, they can. They got some quickness too, huh?
2 free throws, 8-0. When they played in Norton earlier this season, it was all Norton. But the Clockers have been on a roll, and we were hoping for a tight game tonight. Tim Jewett answers.
There we go.
It's a 3-ball, 8-3, Ashland trailing 5.
Nice square up.
Refuse in the lane. Couldn't get it to go. Timmy clears.
Boy, that Refuse kid, he's everywhere, isn't he?
He's just one player, but seems to be more than one. Tim dishing in the lane. There's a foul. That's on Refuse, right?
That's his second.
Wow, he is active. A little too active. He's guarding Jewett. Look at the focus, Phil.
Yeah. I'd like to see him pick up 3 right now.
Are they playing man-to-man? They are.
Yes, they are. Set another screen for him, and let's go get it. Give it back to him. Nice play.
Bo Brzezinski.
Nice cut by Bo. Nice pass. Was that Alex made that pass? Oh, refuge. Jeez.
Wow, he runs the floor too.
Man, not a bad player.
Good hustle.
He is not a bad player.
Coach Champagne, that causes him to get Evan LeBeau up. Rab travels. Well, LeBeau's coming in.
Replacing Rab.
Oh, Rab's going out. Yeah. So Ashland with an extremely small lineup. There really isn't any backup for Shane Pasquantonio in the middle.
No. It's going to be missed tonight.
They work it into Feeney. He has to pop out. Murphy takes it in, nowhere to go. Wow, Colin Feeney's got moves underneath too. He's a senior.
He got pretty good position on that play. Sealed him off.
Tim for 3, swish. 12-8, Ashland trailing by 4. Zach Ruby is stripped by Joey Burns, but I guess it went out of bounds.
Great hustle by Burnsy on that one, I'll tell you, getting back. They pushed the ball right down the throat on that one.
Steve Burrell makes
boy.
a beautiful pass. How did he get so long? Colin Feeney.
Screened away and nobody picked him up.
Timmy into the lane, dishes to Christensen, nowhere to go, gets it back, launches another one. Woo!
Hello.
3 threes.
14-11.
Timmy Jew with 3
He's got his
threes
back
in
in
the first period. Taking virtually all the shots for Ashland. Underneath, very nice. Joe DiLorenzo finishes. Timmy goes behind the back. Joe fouls him unnecessarily. But they're giving Jewett some extra attention now, Phil.
Yeah.
They took Rafuse off him, number 5, and they gave him to
They subbed him out.
Yeah.
Timmy's got to go right at this kid and just...
Stops and pops, doesn't get the roll. Great rebound by Joey Burns. 16-13, Ashland trailing by 3. Steve Burrell for a 3. Yes.
Oh, man.
Steve says, where are my points?
Wow. 19-15.
Tim goes behind the back twice on DiLorenzo. He lost it in the lane. Burrell came up with a 3-on-1. He dishes to Murphy at the last possible second for the easy layup. Paul Murphy from
Nice play.
Steve Burrell, time out.
That was a great play by Burrell.
2 minutes left in a very exciting first period. 21 for Norton, 13 for Ashland. Norton with already 21 points in the first 6 minutes, Phil. Are we playing defense?
That's a few, huh?
Yeah.
That's
or
a
are
few.
they shooting lights out, or maybe a combination of the two?
Well, I think the idea is they're pushing the ball down pretty quickly. They're very quick. They're making 2 or 3 passes. That third pass is catching us a little off guard.
All layups.
Yeah.
And a presence in the middle, Phil, or is that hurting us?
Yeah, Feeney's kind of, a kid you got to stay on, and Refuge is he's just roaming freely while he was in there. But then when they come in with the subs off the bench, they ran that little flex offense and they screened the baseline, and they got 2 or 3 quick little layups underneath. So it's a very simple offense, but a very difficult offense to play against if you don't have the correct matchups and size.
They're on a pace to score 100 tonight.
Yeah, well,
have we ever seen that in this gym?
maybe more.
LeBeau.
All right, we made a change here. We put
Jewett
put Bo down low,
Jewett.
run him off a few screens. He's strong with the ball, big guy. Get it back.
Another three. Not this time. Joe Burns.
Great offensive rebound.
Baseline drive by
Nice
Jewett up and in.
That was a big time play right there.
21-15, Ashland trailing by 6.
Oh no,
Steve Burrell, no.
Wow.
Wow. Feeney having his way underneath.
There's no way to keep him off the glass. It's just too big and strong.
Clocker's offense has been working pretty well. Jewett's had a hot hand, but they cannot stop the Lancers on the other end. Rabb is coming back in. I think that's a good move.
Well, that's the second foul on DiLorenzo. We'll put Rabb back in to cover him. Maybe we can pick up 3. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wrong guy.
DiLorenzo with 2 and Rafuse with 2. Joe Burns for 3.
Burns, big bomb.
Clock is 18 points and all but 4 on 3-pointers.
That was a foul that they let slide over there.
3 by Jewett, all but 6 by 3-pointers.
I don't know who did it, but somebody croaked Burrell over there in the corner.
Lancer showed a full court press, but then backed away.
Yeah, we're down to 40 seconds left.
DiLorenzo shadowing Jewett. Again, not this time LeBeau. Rabb with a nice board.
Again,
a bomb by Daly doesn't go. Shot clock off, 25 seconds left in the first period. Murphy calling signals.
very steady kid, isn't he out front?
Yeah, he's just fine. Feeney steps out, not a good shot. Clockers have 8 seconds, plenty of time to get a good look. Tim's going to keep it himself.
Nice
Goes
play.
all the way in. The Dipsy Drew at the buzzer. Timmy Jewett
Nice play.
ends the first quarter on a very, very high note. It's Norton 23 and Ashland 20. And Tim Jewett almost single-handedly keeping the Clockers in it. What did he get in that first period?
13.
13 out of 20. Joey had a 3.
All right. Joey had 5, and Bo had 2.
That's it.
That was it. For Norton, Rafuse had 6. I think he had the first 6.
Yeah, 6 early.
Feeney had 8, and Burrell had 3, and DiLorenzo 2, followed by Pat Murphy with 4. So they were pretty balanced, and I guess that's the MO for Norton.
No excuse not to attack the hoop if you're the Lancers.
No, they got about 8 guys deep, so they're.
But they don't have to settle for that 3.
No, they're pretty balanced too, though.
Although they shoot it pretty well as also. 14 fouls on the Lancers. Ashland just 1 foul.
All 4 were fouling Jewett. 2 on.
Yeah, his defenders picked them all up. Yeah.
2 on DiLorenzo.
Rafuse looked like he was going to have a monster first period, but the 2 fouls took him out of the game.
Right.
Burns will inbound.
Now he's watching from the end of the bench. Oh.
Tim's got it. That's Joe DiLorenzo who's got the assignment. He's wearing 15.
We want another foul on Joe right here. That's what we want.
Tim for 3. No. Feeney. Outlets to, that's DiLorenzo. Murphy sets up from near midcourt. Number 24 is Zach Ruby. That's Colin Feeney. Steve Burrell for 3. That's his shot, Phil.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Right off the dribble into the three-pointer. 26-20, Ashland trailing by 6. Second period action. The Clockers and the Lancers from Ashland High School. Bob Thacker and Phil Moracy on Ashland Television. Bad pass. Burrell. Oh, what a dish.
That was a great pass.
Sort of gave up the shot for the foul, didn't he, Phil?
He did.
Zach Ruby didn't realize that he had a layup there or something. He wanted to lean in. Gets his 2 shots, but could have had a chance for a 3-point play.
Foul on Bernsey. His first.
Sack.
Team second.
Might have been leaning back on that one, Phil. Didn't look good. Yep. Good player for Ashland, number 21. John Iarusi's into the game. Very good form on that second free throw. He subs out. He subs out. And James Keating comes in.
Whoa.
Wow.
Timmy put that one up in the sky. I'd like to see Tim put just a little more pressure on Murphy out front so he wouldn't have such easy passes to make, you know?
Iarusi muscling Feeney. Lancers nearly throw it away. Shot clock at 5. Murph's going to have to take one. Blocked by Jewett. The quick turnaround didn't go by Feeney.
Good job.
Out of bounds, Ashland ball. Good defense by the Clockers.
Yeah.
Good work by John Iarusi. Jewett against Burrell now. Evan. Collin. Tied up. Shot clock at 8. Timma. Contested 3. Lucky to hit the rim. Feeney skies for the rebound. Burrell stops and pulls up. Couldn't get it to go. John Iarusi with the board. No press. Timmy takes a second to bring it up and catch his breath.
We're back into a 1-2-2 with a little chaser on Timmy Jewett.
Iarusi open for 3, deflected.
Nice
Good
piece.
Defensive play by Refuse.
So Norton changed.
Burrell, wow, he's a machine. What a bounce.
Yeah.
We don't see a bounce like that too often.
Comes a 4-point play now.
That's what you call a shooter's bounce, and the rare 4-point chance for a 4-point play.
Foul on Colin Daly.
Steve Burrell, the senior guard, number 21. He's a shooter, Phil.
Sure is.
Doesn't apologize for
No.
it. Doesn't get the 4-point play. 30-22, Ashland trailing 8.
All right, we need Iarusi to come up and set some big-time picks up top here. There we go.
Tim open for 3, no.
It's too open. Come on, Tim, put a little pressure on him.
Murphy to Refuse. Refuse finds Feeney, who wheels in the lane. And Casey Rabb may have got a piece of that one.
He made that play a little harder than it should have been. Oh,
Tim
wow.
a long 3, no.
Yeah.
Burrell looking up. Finds Murphy, who goes to the basket. The fall away is wild. Jewett takes it. 4:20 to go until halftime. Clockers trail 8. To the TVL leaders, the Norton Lancers. Rabb, no, couldn't get it to go. Clockers are very intent on getting backfill to the extent that they're running away from offensive rebounds.
Yeah, right. Another 3 by Burrell.
Wow. He is a shooter. Number 21, Steve Burrell. I guess that was to Rabb.
Yeah.
Brzezinski, Burns back into the game. Christensen back into the game. Rabb, Daly, and LeBeau go out. Norton's got an 11-point lead all of a sudden, as they can just continue to pour threes. Burrell, an extra long 3. like it was nothing. Wow.
Tell you what, he's 4 for 5 this period. And the one he missed, he got croaked on in the corner.
Nice move by Joe. Burrell swats it away emphatically.
Burrell must have heard you pre-game.
Yeah.
Got to set some picks for Timmy.
Irusi's open.
That's not going to happen.
He was thinking about that deflection earlier,
Yeah.
Phil. But that one was all by himself, and he just got the bottom of the net. Feeney in his spot. Christensen knocked him off the shot. Murphy tries one back, rims it. But the Lancers dominating the offensive board. Now Burrell with a pretty move. Holy Toledo. It's just like that, 38-22. Ashland's down 16 points. The Lancers relentless on the offensive board, and they really push the ball anyway. So they're not using up much of their 30 seconds. Bo had a three, but didn't take it. Turnaround by Christensen, blocked by Feeney. Here comes Burrell. Oh, bombs away. Wow. Timeout, Ashland. Woo.
Hello.
Steve Burrell putting on a show. Norton 41 and Ashland 22.
Burrell's got 17 out of the 18 points this period.
Woo. How many on the game?
20.
20 on the game, so he had just 3 in the first period.
Yeah, he had a bad first period.
He was quiet, yeah.
Yeah.
And
well, what happened is Norton changed defenses. They went from man-to-man, they went to a zone. They took Timmy off the top and put 3 guys out there in a 1-2-2. So every place he went, he had to run through 3 guys rather than 1. So now, his shot's off a little bit. Now the other guys are trying to make up the difference, and they're just not ready for that. So consequently, Steve Burrell went on a tear.
I was looking to see if there's any college scouts in the stands, Phil. This is almost like a performance. I mean, absolutely no hesitation on those extra long threes.
No, he's a big kid too. He's got to be about 6'1", huh? 6'2", maybe.
See if we can match him up against a known quantity.
Yeah. See, now they're playing a boxing one on Timmy.
John in trouble, finds Joey. Bo tried to get it to Alex. It got deflected. Murphy tracks it down, and here come the Lancers on a sneak away. Christian Delano into the game, number 2. The coach of the Lancers is Mark Libertori, and he's got some horses this year, Phil.
Yes, he does.
Ahead of the pack. Nice defensive play by Bo Brzezinski. Burrell has it back. He has a fall away as an air ball.
I thought he was going to pull up on that breakaway and shoot the 3.
Irusi, I think he got fouled.
He got fouled by Murphy, so that's Murph's first. We're not gonna. I don't think we might not see 1-on-1s tonight.
Yeah, just 1:08 till halftime.
Yeah,
Norton with 5 team fouls. Ashland with only 3 team fouls.
Yeah, we might not see that tonight.
Burns in trouble in the line, and he makes it. 43-24. Ashland trailing 19.
That's their 4th point of the period.
Ruby, what a beautiful pass. Zach Ruby to Chris Delano. Good look. Delano will have a chance for a 3-point play. He's fouled hard by Alex Christensen. Makes it 46-24. Ashland trailing 22 points. 33 seconds left until halftime. Joe bottled up. Bo very deep. Throws it away. Norton will have the last shot should they choose. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Halftime coming up.
Going 4 low.
Murphy takes it down to 8 seconds. Gets it back at 6. On the cut to Delano, we lost it out of bounds. Ashland is 3.2. Joe's got it. He'll have to take it. He dishes to Iarussi. Didn't handle it clean.
In and out.
I don't think it would have counted, but we don't know. It's halftime at Ashland High School. The Norton Lancers 46. The Ashland Clockers 24. A great first half, particularly for Norton. We're going to see if somebody's going to break triple figures here tonight for the first time ever at Ashland High School in my memory. And that excitement and the excitement of Steve Burrell's big night and Tim Jewett's big night is coming up in 5 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on Ashland Television.
You're watching WACA-TV.
Basketball. Scoring for the first half for Norton. Pat Murphy had 4. Chris Delano had 5. Colin Feeney had 8. Dan Rafuse had 6. Joe DiLorenzo had 2. Steve Burrell had 20. And Zach Ruby had 1. For Ashland, we had Bo Brzezinski with 2. Joe Burns with 7. And Tim Jewett with 15 for a total of 24.
Timmy had a great first period, and Steve Burrell had a great second period. Burrell with 17 in the second period, and Timmy had 13 in the first.
Well, they're back with a box and 1 on Timmy, so.
Joe Burns starts us with a 3. 46-27. Ashland's trailing by 19 points against a relentless Lancer offense. Unstoppable to date. Feeney from the outside thought about it. Joe Burns has the rebound.
We like that. Norton's coming out rather tentative. Nice play.
Alex Christensen from Casey Rabb, but he couldn't finish it. Nice pass by Rabb.
That was a great pass, wasn't it? Jeez. Come on, Bo, get up on him. Get up on him.
Ruby? Did Ruby get pushed?
That was a foul on Tim Jewett.
Where was that, on the baseline, Phil?
He was cutting across. He kind
of missed it.
Elbowed him in the back.
Oh,
no.
Again.
Wow.
That's about 3 times for that play. Just hand it to him and he lays it in.
Somebody missed an assignment on that one.
Burrell is a good passer, although he prefers to shoot. Rabb couldn't handle that. Zach Ruby down the lane, blocked by Jewett. They lose it. Burrell for 3. He's still got it. It did not cool down in the locker room.
Jeez,
23 for Steve Burrell.
Must have been sitting on the heater in there, huh?
Nice pass into Rabb. A little fall away. Casey Rabb. That's a good shot for him.
That's a very good play.
Low post and a little fall away to make sure you get it off. Makes it much harder to block. Refuse finds Ruby. Clark is starting to get in the way of some of these passes. Phil starting to play some defense. Let's see if Feeney sneaks away again. No. Gets it back. No. Oh my God. He has had some bounces off the rims
that crawled
that you
over
don't
the front
even.
rim.
Yeah, it was underneath the rim and
Right.
somehow spun up.
Crawled over the top.
Holy cow. Steve Burrell having a night. Timmy a long three off the mark. Burrell 1 on 4, thought better of it. Murphy, not a shooter, content to make plays. Burrell caught in the air. Murph's got it back. He's all alone. He'll take it and make it.
Wow. Wow.
Timeout. Coach
Wow.
Champagne wanted a timeout.
You know what's happening? Norton is very calmly just looking to pound the ball down on the blocks. So they're going first pass, second pass, third pass, looking inside for those guys cutting underneath, whether it be Feeney or Burrell or Refuge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Doesn't matter.
cutting underneath, and Murphy just sitting out there waiting to make a nice little pass. And
I don't see the running
they're
as
not.
much in the first 10.
No, they've just softened it up a little bit offensively, running their offense, looking for what they got. In the meantime, they still got the box and one on Timmy, and every time he goes to make a move, someone's jumping him for a second player.
And I think the score has got Tim down a little as well.
Yeah.
Ashland has not played badly, but
Yeah,
somehow they trade like 27
He's
points.
just pushing his shot out one more step farther than he was in the first period, It makes a big difference, that one step.
Who's got it? Grab tried to pass to Jewett in the lane. A lot of traffic. Oh, he took it himself and won. Boy, what a nice look off, I guess you'd call it. By Dan Refuse, R-A-F-U-S-C.
He doesn't look like a player, but boy, I'll tell you, he can get it done.
Was that a two-handed look off?
Yeah,
wow. He faked that pass and kept it and got himself a nice layup and a three-point play. 30 points, the lead. And we're just halfway through, coming up on halfway through the third period. A very nice performance by the Lancers tonight. Rab creamed by Feeney. He'll shoot two.
Feeney's first foul. It's hard to believe he's occupying that much space on the first foul, huh?
Yeah. Of course, he gets rebounds, of course, but he's had an amazing amount of shots.
Casey got to stay right on the line. Stop falling backwards.
Casey seeing his biggest minutes of the season here tonight with Pasquantonio out sick.
Missed two. Oh, boy.
Hughes loses his dribble. Murphy resets. Shot clock at 18. Burrell guarded by Jewett. Feeney muscles in, goes by Christensen, and he traveled. Took a jump, took a little hop. Good defense by Alex Christensen.
I think Alex gave him a little nudge for the hop from behind.
Jewett's pass doesn't connect. Burrell on the dish to Feeney, and that doesn't connect. Rab has it, finds Burns.
Give it him.
A little high for Timmy. Gets it under control. He's open. He takes it. It won't go. He follows it. Blocked by Feeney. Christensen, two chances.
Comes one cutter. Comes two cutters.
Refuse. Intercepted by Casey Rab.
Nice play. That was a nice defensive play by Casey that time.
Bo sneaks away, swatted away by Feeney. Boy, he's got a few blocks tonight. Burrell 1-on-4, fouled hard.
Almost pulled up and shot the rock then.
He's going to shoot 2.
Fouls on Alex Christensen.
Pace of the game has slowed.
Yeah.
As the score has gotten out of hand. What do we have at halftime? 46-24?
46-24 at half.
So Norton is continuing to score.
Two free throws by Burrell.
The seldom seen Nero Duque into the game, 31 for Ashland.
Oh.
Burrell tips it. Bo tracks it down and brings it back. Shot clock at 5. And pass to the cameraman. And softly.
And he didn't catch it either.
Yes, softly.
It's a turnover.
Tim Jewett trying to keep Steve Burrell under 40 points. Murphy saw a path and dished. What a play. Paul Murphy to Chris Delano.
They're just doing about anything they want to do right now.
Showing some patience on offense, the Lancers.
Yeah. They're just running offense now. They're not even.
Tim creates a space for himself. Swishes that.
That was a good move by him. That was very, very aggressive. Nice job. Nice D.
Duque misses the tackle. Burrell.
Over the back of the head.
Murphy for 3. No, airball. Missed the rim. Oh boy, that one was tended for Bo in the corner. Murphy had no trouble deflecting that one out of bounds. 1:21 to go in the third period. Norton 63, Ashland 31. Bo for 3. Wow.
Bo's letting the game get to his head a little bit right now. Basketball is a game of mistakes. That's all it is. You know? You're gonna make mistakes. You just can't get mad at yourself for making them. Nice block.
Joey Burns blocked
Feeney.
Colin Feeney, who's about a foot taller.
Did a nice job, then whacked him.
Nairo came very close to breaking both of Steve Burrell's legs on that loose ball here, so coach takes him out of the game. A wise move. What does Burrell have? What's he got,
27.
27. I don't know if we'll see him anymore.
Feeney with one free throw.
Nairo, nice pass. Joey, foul from behind.
Murph. Fouls on Patrick Murphy.
Murphy's a little unhappy with himself.
His second, yeah. That was probably his third mistake of the night. After making 50 good plays.
I know.
And he's getting yanked for it. How's that?
And the new player is Chris Huff, the junior guard, number 3. Getting his first chance of the night. And I see another new uni out there, Phil. Uh-oh, we're going to go to the JV roster for James Loring of the Lancers. Good-sized boy.
2 free throws by Burnson.
Loring is a sophomore, number 34.
Nice hustle. Nice hustle.
Colin Daly makes
Nice play.
a nice move and a nice pass.
Great play.
Evan LeBeau from Colin Daly. That's good basketball.
That was excellent. Great hustle by Colin.
And good defense by the two.
Oh, where'd this? Oh my God! Look at the size of that kid.
Feeney from the outside gets that magical roll.
They've got that roll down pretty good tonight, don't they?
Look at this. Is that what you call a soft touch? Good if it goes. It doesn't. 3 periods in the books. 8 minutes to go. It's Norton 66 and Ashland 35. I don't think they're going to make triple figures tonight, Phil. They need a 34-point third period. Fourth period, I should say. And Clocker's at 35. Let's see. So that period goes to Norton with a score of 20-11. Coaches working in their substitutes. Ryan Tolan had a very good game last week against Bellingham. We'll see if he gets some action tonight. Ryan wears 35 for Ashland.
They've done a good job shutting Timmy down. He's got 4 points since the first period, so. He's going to have to exert himself a little bit right here. Nero taking the ball out of bounds. Evan LeBeau at the point now. Fill it up.
Jewett, the interior pass.
Wow.
Who was that? Duque didn't go. Duque breaks that up. So Feeney and Ruby, the only 2 starters in the game for the Lancers. Jewett and Burns, the only starters in the game for Ashland. He's got some speed, and he can pass. Nice play by Chris Huff.
Who got that basket? Feeney?
No, I want to say 24 had that one. From Huff. Bombs away, in and out. Huff again, pulls it up. Huff likes to push it, Phil.
Yeah.
He's open. Takes it into the paint, blocked by LeBeau. Cleanly. Cristolano may have had a little too much energy on that drive. He went down, getting himself put back together. Huff misses the open man, gets it back. Did he step out, dribbled out?
Dribbled out of bounds.
Ashland ball. 6:46 to go. Norton leading by, let's see, 33 points. Ashland down. Jewett's open for the moment. Nice pass to Nairo. Duque couldn't get it to go. LeBeau tracks it down. Joey at the top of the key, short. Delano gets it across the timeline. He's going to try one. Swish! The sophomore, James Loring, cans 2. Or was it 3? It was 3, Phil.
It was 3.
Duque, did he travel? foul away from the ball. John Iarussi coming back in. Daly goes out.
That foul was on, was that on Feeney?
Yes.
Wow.
Mysteriously picks up his second foul. I don't think that boy sat tonight, Phil. Oh, a nice play. Timmy Jewett. A beautiful move along the baseline. Huff. Head down. Ruby to refuse. Yes! 73-37, opposites attract. Coming up on 5 minutes left in this contest, Joey Burns may have traveled, no call, slipped a little. Bad pass, Timmy anticipated it, went behind the back, and picked up a foul on Zach Ruby. Credit the move with causing that foul.
Yeah, he did a nice job there.
It's a tough name, Zach Ruby. You know, it sounds a little bit too close to Jack.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. Has a bad connotation for our generation.
For some reason, that was they call that a kick.
Yeah.
So rolled off Zach Ruby. New 30-second clock. Joey in the corner. They find Tim into Nero. Bad pass. Officials calling things a little tight on the Lancers, who have a 36-point lead.
John was all over him like a glove.
The seldom seen 5-second call,
right,
which means you have to advance the ball within 5 seconds or they give it to the other team. I'm a little puzzled here. The clock is continually trying to run the offense through Nero Duque. An inexperienced player filling the post. Everyone's trying to pass it into him. Fall away three, Timmy Jewett.
Nice rhythm on that shot, very nice job. 73-40, we're not cutting into this lead much though.
Clockers continue to hustle. Iarussi playing good
Another
defense.
5, call it. Oh, he had him on the 5.
Stripped. They stripped Feeney. And they say it's off Feeney. It's Ashland ball.
Ryan Tolan in the game for Timmy Jewett.
Tolan, a senior. Had a great game against the Blackhawks last week. Getting a chance tonight with 4 minutes left to play. They look for him in the low post. I just don't get that with Colin Feeney in there, Phil. I suppose you got to do something. Feeney still in the game. I don't think he sat a second.
So's Rabby. Refuse, rather.
He's in there, yeah. That ball, shot clock at 5. DiLorenzo, who we haven't seen in a while, banks one home. Wow. So the shot clock was running down. Ryan Tolan inside. Shot didn't go.
That was probably Feeney's 5th block of the night.
Yeah, something like that. DiLorenzo swish. 2 in a row.
Just so we need another guy coming off the bench getting hot.
Well, Joe hasn't played the whole half.
I know it.
He played a lot in the first half, guiding Tim Jewett with mixed success, and now we're going deep into the JV lineup now. Levi Kahn is 30. He comes in for the Lancers.
This could be their whole JV squad.
14 is Nate Jenkins, his first appearance tonight. He's a varsity player.
Yeah.
And who else is that, 11?
11.
Tolan.
Nate Steele.
No.
Nate Steele is number 11.
He's got it.
And Nate's
Couldn't get it to go. Nice rebound by Iarusi. Evan is 1 on 3. Iarusi's open. He takes it. Doesn't get that soft bounce. Nero Duque up and in and one. Got an injury timeout. Joe DiLorenzo twisted an ankle or something, Phil. And that brings Josh Keller.
77-42 with 2 to go.
Waited too long, made a pretty good pass, but Nero stole it. LeBeau ahead to Iarusi, trying to make a play. Oh, Ryan Tolan calling a timeout before he got called for that traveling, Phil. Heady play by Ryan Tolan with a minute 38 to go, and his team down 35.
Yeah.
Clock is playing this one to the buzzer. Only one timeout left for Ashland. Norton didn't use a timeout tonight. So I think Ashland's going to be 8-7 after this game, if my calculations are correct. And
well, you can see how much they missed the big guy tonight. I mean, that changed the whole
they
complexion
need
of the
2
game.
more wins, Phil.
Yeah.
They need 2 more wins down the stretch here to make the MIAA tournament, which would be a huge accomplishment for this unit.
Oh, it'd be a fantastic year. I think.
It's been
They
a
make
long
the
time.
tournament.
It's been a long time,
Yeah.
Phil, since
Yeah.
I don't know how many years.
Right.
Can you think back? Boy, did we have to go back to who? Did Ryan Quigley ever have a unit that went to the tournament?
I don't think so.
No. John on the
Oh.
baseline. What a dish to Ryan Tolan. He couldn't get it. John dishes again. Nice looking
Nice
shot by
play.
Evan LeBeau.
I'll tell you, Iarusi did a nice job in that little series. Rebounded, made the pass.
More than once
Yeah.
before LeBeau.
Re-
1 minute left in the game.
Fill it up.
Rusi looking to be a playmaker now.
Yeah.
Ryan Tolan was in a good spot, didn't know it. Sets a pick. John's got it back, takes it in,
Oh.
dishes to Tolan.
Nice
Is he going to
play.
shoot? He
Yes.
is.
That was a great pass.
Tolan makes the crowd happy with that free throw. Calmly makes it 2.
2 and a cakewalk, huh?
Like it was
Just
nothing.
nice.
LeBeau playing hard.
Yeah.
Tolan pops out for some defense. Wants to go, poked away by LeBeau. They call it white ball mysteriously.
Oh, did they really? Wow. That was like the 5-second call.
Tolan to inbound.
That's
He's
down.
open.
It's
He
down.
takes it and
That's
makes it.
down.
John Iarusi for 3.
Yeah,
LeBeau steals the inbounds, goes up strong, gets his own rebound. Evan LeBeau. The Clockers break 50. The Lancers struggling, 5 seconds left, full court pressure. And that's going to be the game.
Wow.
A thrilling finish to a 26-point defeat, but it's a lot of fun to see these kids hustling on offense and defense and making plays and just playing good basketball. The final score.
Well, the kids coming off the bench did a nice job. I mean, they hustled and played hard. I mean, that's all you want from those guys. You know, they put in all that time and effort all week, and they see a little daylight, and they get a little excited. They did a very nice job.
Well, you know, you play the game the way it should be played, regardless of the score. You could be ahead by 30 or down by 30. You play the same, unless the coach tells you different. The final score: Norton 77 and Ashland 51. And Steve Burrell didn't come back into the game, but he had an outstanding game for the Purple tonight. And Tim Jewett had an outstanding game for Ashland as well. And a great final 5 minutes for the Clockers as well, as they came from a 36 or 37-point deficit to cut it to 26 at the final. The final score is Norton 77 and Ashland 51. All the stats and analysis coming up on the Ashland High School boys basketball post-game show in 5 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on Ashland Television.
You're watching WACA-TV.
Welcome back to Ashland High School. Tonight, the boys basketball team met the Tri-Valley League leaders, the Norton High School Lancers, and we were hoping for a real clash because the Clockers have been coming on. The Lancers handled them easily in Norton way back at the beginning of the season, but the Clockers were seemingly in stride, winning their last 3. I've got them at 8-6 on the season coming into tonight's game, and I thought they might have a real battle against Norton tonight on their way to getting that 10 wins that they need to make the MIAA tournament. And when I got here, Phil, I found out Shane Pasquantonio could not play tonight due to illness. And from that point on, I pretty much felt that it was going to be Norton's night. And Shane, of course, our tallest player and one of our 2 leading scorers. And he was missed tonight.
Well, there's no question about that. He was definitely missed inside. I mean, they just controlled the boards. Feeney had his way inside all night long. He ended up with five key blocks inside. That, you know, I think if Shane had been in there, it would have created at least some fouls on the inside. We didn't see too many fouls tonight, by the way.
Of any kind.
Of any kind. We never got to the one-on-one, either team. The game was finished in a record time of 47 minutes.
Amazing.
Amazing. Along those lines.
I think there was about 8 fouls in the first half and probably even less than that in the second half.
No, there wasn't many fouls.
And I think no player had more than 2 fouls. And as you say, Colin Feeney just had his way under the basket. And he played 29 out of the 32 minutes. I think he didn't come out till 3 minutes left, and he just had a ball for himself. Layups, blocks, and making shots. And
yeah, well, Norton come out and played Ashland straight up man-to-man the first period. Ashland held their own. Score was 23-20. Timmy Jewett lit it up in the first period for 13 points and just did an outstanding job. But then they dropped into, they come out of the man-to-man. They played a box and one or a 1-2-2 on Timmy Jewett the rest of the game. Every time he went to do something, there was 2 guys on him or 3 guys on him. So it kind of took him out of the game from the second and third quarter. He got a little loose in the fourth period, but the game was way out of reach by that time. Well, let me give you a rundown of the scores here. For Norton, Pat Murphy ended up with 7 points. And this is kind of indigenous of the Norton team, Bob, as we go through this. Chris Delano had 7. Colin Feeney had 13. Dan Rafuse had 11. Joe DiLorenzo had 6. Steve Burrell, their high scorer, had 27. Zach Ruby had 3, and James Loring coming off the bench late with a missile for another 3 for 77 points. Ashland, on the other hand, Bo Brzezinski had 4. Evan LeBeau had a great game, I thought, this evening. Ended up with 6 points, did an outstanding job, really hustled every place. Joe Burns also was great hustle tonight.
Joe's not tall, but he gets in there, Phil.
And he stuck his nose in. You know, for a sophomore, he's going to be a nice player down the road. 12 points for Joe. Timmy Jewett, as I mentioned, went off for 13 in the first period, ended up with 22. Casey Raby had 2. Nero Duque had 2, and rounding out the score was Ryan Tolan with 2 clutch free throws.
You know,
Fourth period.
You know, I saw a good game from Evan LeBeau tonight. I think he made a case for more playing time in the first half on his, as you said, hustle and desire by LeBeau tonight, and very few mistakes, if any. And I also want to give a shout out to Casey Rabb, who I thought really stepped up and got involved like he hasn't all season, offensively and defensively for Ashland. And he gave a great effort against a taller Colin Feeney. He gave a great effort for Ashland tonight.
He did an outstanding job. I mean, you know, they were outmatched man to man. There was no question about it. That's why they're leading the TVL. They're 11-2. And probably working their way to the Tri-Valley League Championship. You know, they're an outstanding team. They're well coached. Mark Liberatore's been around for a lot of years, does an outstanding job.
And he's got a player in Steve Burrell.
He has
everything we thought he might be. We heard he was an excellent player. Hadn't really seen him till tonight. And what a show he put on before he called it quits for the night about halfway through the third period, ending up with 27 points in a little more than 2 periods of play.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. He did turn the faucet off, too.
Wow.
He got to that point, and he was looking for everybody else and trying to make the other kids play harder and better, and, you know.
Timmy Jewett with a 13-point first quarter, and Steve Burrell saw that, and he had himself a 17-point second quarter. That's pretty good basketball in any league. The final score tonight is Norton 77 and Ashland 51. I also wanted to single out John Iarusi for good play, and Ryan Tolan and Nero Duque off the bench gave it everything they had tonight as well. And it was 23-20. A good game at the end of the first period, and a second period explosion by Steve Burrell made it 46-24 Norton at the half, and they coasted home from there. And the Phil Moracey, star of the game.
Well, the star of the game was definitely Steve Burrell for Norton, and you know, we're going to have to go with Timmy Jewett with his 22. I mean, he worked like a dog in the first period.
I think he only sat a minute or so tonight, Phil, until the last 3.
Right. He had to fight through everything on the planet in the second through fourth period.
He has the ability to get his shot off, though, against double, triple teams and anything. He really elevates on that jumper. He can get it off against, you know, they're tough shots, but he's able to get off a decent shot no matter what. And I think that's been a big part of his game this season.
Well, I think, you know, I agree with you. And the part I like best about his game is he was giving the ball up to people inside tonight.
Yeah.
They weren't finishing, but the passes were there. He was looking. He was seeing the floor. And
it just seems funny to me. When Shane is playing, it seems like we don't try to get it into him tonight enough. But tonight, with Nairo Duque and Casey Rabb filling in for Shane, we were constantly getting the ball into the low post and trying to create something off of that.
As well as Alex Christensen, too. We got the ball down on the block whenever we wanted. However, Feeney was putting it back.
Boy, he was tough.
As fast as we were getting it down there. So it was I mean, you know, you look at it from a coach's standpoint, you know, there's a lot to work on. Are we getting better? The answer is yes. You know, the younger kids are getting better. the attitude and the way they play and the hustle that they showed right down to the end, being down 30 points was very impressive from my observation. I'm very proud of them for that. Again, we owe Norton all the credit in the world. They came in #1. They're going out #1, and they're a very, very good basketball team.
The final score is Norton 77 and Ashland 51. For Phil Moracy and our great crew tonight, Ian Mazzoni, Dan Baker, and Will McLennan, I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.